To create a simple text animation, let's start out by creating a composition first. For this, click on New Composition. In the composition box, set the resolution, frame rate and duration of the project of your choice, and then click OK. You can also change the name of the composition as you want. In my case, it's Simple Text Animation. Since we now have a composition, let's move on to making the text that we will animate. To create text, click on the text tool and drag out the boundaries for the text. Now you can type whatever text that you want to animate. In my case, it is Simple Text Animation. After creating the text, I would advise bringing the anchor point to the center of the text to make it easier to move around. You can do that by selecting the text and pressing Ctrl plus Alt plus Home keys, and then dragging the text to the center of the screen. Now let's create a mask around the text by selecting the text and then using the Shape Rectangle tool to drag out a rectangle mask around the text. The mask allows the text to be visible only in the mask area. Since we have finished creating the text, let's get to animating it. Click on the down arrow and click on the Animate button. This will bring up a selection menu from where we will select the position animator. Now we will start moving the text around for the smooth flowing motion. For this, we will first go to the text sub-menu and then to the position animator. Use the horizontal slider to move the text outside the mask area. You can either enter a value or just use the slider until the text is not visible anymore. Now press the stopwatch button to make a keyframe on the timeline. A keyframe is basically a representation of any action at a certain time in the timeline. The first keyframe will be at the start of the timeline, and after moving to the 1 second mark, we will slightly move the text near the mask area using the position animator slider. Now let's move another 2 seconds in the timeline and move the text to the original position within the mask area using the position animator slider. Now let's smooth out the movements by selecting all the keyframes and pressing the F9 key to ease the animation. We can make the animation even smoother by selecting the last 2 keyframes and then going to the graph editor. Here we will select the 2 ends of the graph and pull them to the center. Now the text comes out as smooth as butter. It may look a little janky right now, but after rendering it won't have anything like that. Let's make the animation more fun by making the text fade in. To do this, go to Transform and then to Opacity. Now go to the start of the timeline and bring the opacity value to 0. This will make the text completely invisible. Now make a keyframe on opacity and just like last time, go to the 1 second mark, but this time copy and paste the first keyframe at this mark. Now go to the 3 second mark and change the opacity value to 100. And just like before, select the last 2 keyframes and press F9 to ease the keyframes. And we will use the graph editor just as last time. And this is how you make a simple text animation in Adobe After Effects. Now all that's left to do is render it. You can make any changes if you like to achieve the perfect animation. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video and help make this channel grow.